Welcome back to Alexa's channel.
We've taken over.
And in the process of taking over, we found a store that any of her older fans will really enjoy. This store has everything. It's like a True Value or an Ace Hardware. And we're walking to go buy bus tickets because we are going back to Texas this month. And so we were walking to go take care of that, and we came upon this gem. So I took some video. I don't know if she'll show it or not because we're taking over her channel, so I'm just recording whatever.
She's going to show it because it's cool.
And you'll enjoy it. So come along. Okay, so here's the lesson learned, and I don't know if you can hear me because I'm going to get close so you can hear us because we don't have Alexa's mic. We came to try to get this bus to take us to the airport in San Jose del Cabo when we are going to fly to Texas. We've heard different stories about the best way to get there, and this was the preferred way to get there. So we came with every intention of doing that. And when discussing with the lady, which we didn't record, sorry, we're failures at YouTubers, we asked about the whole process of getting to the airport. And she said, and I asked why it was so much more expensive than what I was seeing online. And she said that the tickets that we were talking about take you directly from here, directly to the airport. And we're like, okay, we want those because we want it to be easy, especially because this one is flying by himself and doesn't speak very much Spanish, if any.
I understand a lot.
He's trying. So we want it to be as easy as possible, especially for him. So we booked his ticket, and then we were booking my ticket, and I noticed the seats that she was selecting, the picture on the computer did not look like the layout of a bus. And I asked her, I said, this is on the bus, right? And she goes, no, these are vans. And I said, no, that's not the one we wanted. She's like, well, you can't cancel it. There's no cancellations once you book these tickets. Be informed. This is with Eco Baja Tours. Okay? So there's no cancellations once you book it. Which Mr. Easygoing is like, that's fine, I don't care, whatever. But I've heard that it could be very uncomfortable. You're crammed like sardines in this travel van for like 4 hours. It's not that far, but for whatever reason, that's the length of the trip. 3.5, 4 hours. So it is what it is, and the convenience of getting the van directly to the airport is better than taking the bus to the bus terminal, because she said then it would be an additional possibly 40-minute transfer from the terminal to the airport. So that's an additional expense and more time to get to your flight. So hopefully this is informative for anybody who's trying to travel from La Paz to San Jose del Cabo or all the way down to Cabo San Lucas. Beware. Be sure you ask lots of questions, because once you've made your decision, there's no canceling. But nonetheless, we're set. Got my ticket, got his ticket, and we are flying separately on different occasions, and we will be meeting up in Texas, and we'll probably take over Alexa's channel for that too, just to show you the process of gringos traveling to and from Mexico on an airplane. It'll be our first time because we've done different routes and buses and weird processes. So this will be our first direct flight out of Mexico to the US and back. So we'll keep you informed.
And like anything else in Mexico, patience is a must.
and we're like, we need the card. So he started calling and asking, what do we do? How do we do this? And they made him a special appointment in New Orleans. Luckily, that was on our way to Texas. Hello everyone. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't have a mic, but here I am at the airport in San Jose del Cabo, ready to head back to Texas. It's the first time I am going to be traveling on a plane out of Mexico. So Lexa wanted me to document as much as I could and let you know how it goes. So I just took a 3-hour shuttle bus and arrived, and I'm going to go get checked in and see how everything works. Here we go. Oh my gosh, this is like a mall. My daughter laughs and she says basically I'm her free videographer. Okay guys, here I am at the Dallas-Fort Worth airport, ready to go back the other direction to get back to Mexico. This airport is huge, and if you can't tell, you can see your breath here. The temperature dropped drastically. I don't even own a coat. I'm wearing a sweat jacket, and it's very cold. But anyways, so I'm gonna try to get as much as I can to show you what it's like going back through whatever I have to go through, customs security and everything, to make it back to Mexico from Dallas. So here we go. Okay, so this has been interesting. I got here super early because the shuttle from the hotel wasn't running regular hours, so I had to take it when it left. So I got here early. I went to my first gate, which was a gate change that happened before I left the hotel. I sat there for a good while. Then I get a notice on my phone saying my gate has changed yet again. And so I made the trek all the way over here to my new gate, and I still have like 2 hours before the flight leaves. So it shows the importance of getting here with plenty of time. And I'm glad that I'm wearing comfy shoes today because apparently I had to do a lot of walking. So I'm still hoping that they get everything processed right. I've asked several gate agents what the process is to make sure that they don't flag me as a tourist. And they all say just to check in and show my passport when I get on the plane, and we'll see how that goes. But once again, this airport is a monster. So it's been an adventure already. Okay, so I made it back to Mexico, and interestingly, as usual, there were some confusion and inconsistencies. When I got off the plane, they ran out of the FMM forms that they give all the tourists on the airline. And when I got off the plane, I asked if I needed one if I was a resident, and I was told yes. So I got the FMM form, I filled it all out. I came to the customs area, and the cool thing was, I'll show you in a minute, I asked them where I went, what line I needed to get in if I was a resident, and she opened the stanchion and let me come through a different line that helped me. I can't turn the camera around. It helped me avoid all of that line, and I basically went straight up to the front. But then when I went up and told her what airline I was coming in on, she looked at my resident card, she looked at my passport, didn't even ask for the FMM form that they said I needed, and then stamped my passport and said, "Have a good day." It was easy peasy, and I don't know that it's going to be like that everywhere, but I can definitely say that it was a lot easier coming through that than it would have been as a tourist. So I'm home, and now I got to take a 3-hour shuttle back to La Paz. Okay, I have to add on to my last video because that was very confusing. And apparently the first line that I went through was just the immigration portion. As you keep on walking, then you come to the customs, which is aduana, and that's where they take the FMM form. But that was the least friendly person I've ever encountered. She basically took my paper, stamped it, told me without even making eye contact to press a red button, I pressed the red button. She goes, okay, you can go. And I said, do I go over here? Like, do I go through the x-ray machine? She's like, you can go, ma'am. I was like, oh, okay. So then I just walked out of the room without getting anything scanned or checked. She asked if I had anything to declare, and I guess because I said no, then she just said, okay, go. Then you walk through some doors and you are completely flooded and overwhelmed with people asking if you need a ride and if you're looking for a certain tour company, or they're all here for you at your service to drive you where you need to go. But they're very helpful. Many of them, even if it wasn't their company, told me where Eco Baja Tours was, because that's what I'm looking for. And so here I am waiting for it to leave at 2:30 to go back to La Paz. And that's in about a half an hour, I think, last time I checked the time. So yes, very overwhelming coming through. I didn't get to record a lot of it because I wasn't sure what I was walking into. Sorry about that. But yeah, needless to say, it's gonna feel good just to be back home and settled. No.
I am showered and I'm in my jammies and you leave me alone.
Mom's home.